G'day folks and Merry Christmas. We've got another Marvel United gameplay video for you today, and this time we're going to do our, I guess it's become a bit of a an annual event, the Maple Monkey Marvel United Christmas Bash. So we've done this once before, so I guess if we do it a second time it becomes a tradition. I don't know if you guys remember last year we did a playthrough with some homebrew rules for a Punisher called the Warzone Punisher, and he was hunting down, I think Kingpin was the idea in that scenario, although I had a very cool model by Marvelous Custom Print, which was like a special promo Christmas Santa model, and so we decided to have Punisher hunting down the poor old mall Santa. So I thought we'd dust him off again and have another battle. So, and I believe actually Marvelous Custom Print this year are doing another sort of similar thing. I think this guy was available if you, it's sort of like thrown in for free if you ordered a bunch of stuff from them. And I think Marvelous Custom Print, so they're basically like an Etsy store where they make all sorts of sort of cheapy figures and stuff that you could use in Marvel United, and I guess you could use them for other games and stuff as well. But they've got another Christmas themed model, which is very cool. I think he's a little, sort of like a little Spider-Man Santa sort of thing, and he's very cool as well. So, but yeah, we've got the Santa here. I think he's based on, he's like a, based on, I think, is it Volstagg or one of the, not Brothers 3, one of the Warriors 3 from Thor. So yeah, anyway, he's pretty cool. So that's what we're going to be doing again, except I thought this time let's do something a little bit different. So we've still got Punisher, and you can see he's only sort of half painted here, although being he almost looks fully painted because he's pretty much just wearing black. But I've only really done his pants and his shirt and his skin sort of thing. So I've got to do his jacket and all his little boots and things like that, and do his bazooka there as well. So, but yeah, so at least we've got him painted this time because he wasn't painted at all last year. So, but I thought what we'd do is show off a new Punisher version. I think there's actually a third homebrew variant as well, but this one is designed by Canje from Canje Studios, or Derek. And he's done a really cool version of Punisher. So I don't know if you've been following Canje at all, but he's been pumping out tons of really cool villains for Marvel United. I think we featured Fabian Cortez a little while ago here on the channel, and he's got so many more, it's sort of hard to keep up with. So he's done Silver Surfer and a whole bunch of the other acolytes, and he's done what are they called, the Brotherhood. So he's done Blob, Pyro, and whoever the third one is, as a Toad. That's right. My favourite of the three of his designs. They're all really cool, but Toad was quite fun. He's done those as all individual battles. He's also done Sienna Blaze from the Upstarts. I think he's also working on Great and Creed. He's done Mephisto and Negative Man, or Mr. Negative. Is it Mr. Negative? Yeah, I think so. So he's done a whole bunch of those sort of things. So I wanted to show off some more of his stuff, and Punisher was a really fun one. He's really tough. So I didn't take him down last time I took him on. So I thought, yeah, let's showcase this one this time. So you know, maybe we can make this a bit of a tradition, show off the the Punisher variant. So we've got Canje's version here. So this is with the different sort of health spreads here. So he's coming in with 6 because we're only using, and in fact we're not using 2 heroes. We're going to be also using this battle to showcase the solo mode. Again, I think I showed this off a little while ago when we didn't really have the official rules out yet, I guess. But now that Spider-Geddon is here, we've got the official rules. So we're going to be using Santa going all on his lonesome. So last time we were the scenario was we were different heroes running around trying to protect Santa, so this time we're actually using Santa trying to escape and trying to, I guess, fight back. So that's the idea. So let's have a look at what Punisher brings to the table here. So he doesn't have any special setup rules, but he's got, at the end of the villain turn, each hero with a crisis token, and they'll come up later, takes a damage. So if we've got a crisis token by the time that the villain turn ends, we take a damage. Then each hero discards a crisis token. So at the end of each villain turn, we're going to be discarding at least one crisis token. Then, when a hero is KO'd, the Punisher does not activate his BAM. Instead, the Punisher plays a Master Plan card face down in the storyline. Now, there is a hard mode you can play where, in addition to playing the Master Plan card face down in the storyline, he also activates his BAM, which is the normal thing that they usually do. His BAM is that he gives a crisis token to each hero in the location that he leaves, enters, or moves through during his turn. Then he deals a damage to each hero in this and both adjacent locations. So Canje was really inspired by a pretty brutal fight that he read. I don't know if it was when he was a kid or just in his younger years. He was really inspired by a big battle where Punisher took on Wolverine. It was a real sort of slugfest sort of thing, and so this represents Punisher sort of running around throwing sticky bombs, which he remembers from the comic, and also I guess like spraying the area with his Uzis and machine guns and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, he's causing a lot of mayhem. So yeah, so basically you're going to be taking. You're going to be taking your damage at the end of the turn, but also if you've got a crisis token, but he's also giving you a crisis token if he sort of even looks at you sideways, and then he's also spraying the area with bullets and dealing a damage to each hero in this both adjacent locations. So lots of damage being pumped out here. Now we've got the overflow. If one or more civilians or thugs cannot be added to a location, play another Master Plan card face down in the storyline and give each hero, and it doesn't say each hero in this location, it just says each hero a crisis token. So yeah, he's pretty hard. Alright, we'll see how we go. Right, so that's Punisher. Now in terms of ourselves, our missions are the same. There are no different missions, so we're still trying to rescue civilians, defeat thugs, or clear threats. If we complete one of those, we put him under pressure, he starts going faster, which is bad. If we complete two of these though, then he becomes vulnerable and we can take him down. That's great. And if we somehow manage to complete all three missions, then as a little bonus we also get to sort of take a card from our deck, which is the equivalent of healing or I guess getting extra health, so that's great. So we're going to be using funnily enough, for Santa Claus, we're going to be using Superior Spider-Man. Now, we did recently use Superior Spider-Man in a previous video, and in fact, the last villain I think we fought was Superior Spider-Man, but I thought we'd use him again because A, I just like him, he's pretty fun. B, I forgot last time, I'm pretty sure I forgot last time we were using him as a hero. I think I forgot to use his equipment card. So we've taken out the double wild, and in fact when you play solo mode you're also supposed to take out the double wild. So I guess if you play equipment cards and solo mode, it's I guess a little bit easier with no offset. I guess you could take out the single wild, I guess, if you wanted to, or do other things, or optionally play the hard mode here, which we won't be doing. But it's a Christmas thing. We want it to be a happy ending. Good luck. All right. So, but yeah. So that's the equipment cards. But we are going to use them again here. So, or we're going to use them for the first time here, I should say. But interestingly, as well, he gets two. So he comes with two. So he's got mechanical spider arms, which we use on our turn to gain a star or a punched action, and then we just turn it face down. So it's just a little bonus action. To get that back, we can recharge it. Unlike Penny Parker, we can recharge these, and we get these back by, at the beginning of our turn, discarding an action token to turn this face up. So if the token we have is, maybe say a movement or something and we don't want it, we can sort of spend that to put this back up, and then we've got access to these. Now we've got the web shooters, so we can use these on our turn, and I believe these are the same as all the Spider-Man web shooters. We can move, or we can move a civilian or a thug from an adjacent location to our location, and then we turn it face down, and to get that one back, we discard an action token to turn this face up. So is that the same? Discard an action token. Yeah, I think so. Yep, alright, there we go. Woo. Okay, so we'll put these down here. Now the other thing that happens in a solo mode battle is that you get to pick from these deck of battle plan cards, and I think you have a budget of 2, and you can reduce that down to 1 or 0 if you want an easier battle as well. Oh, sorry, a harder battle, I should say. We're going to use 2 just so we can show off a few different ones. There are some pretty good ones that have a cost of 2, but I thought, well, let's show off more than just the 2. So we've got this one here. When you play a supporting hero card, you can forfeit all its actions and special effects to gain 2 wild. So if there's something just gumming up the works and it's like a card that's cool, but like you're not really useful right now, and then if you don't play that, you can't see what other cards you've got underneath your deck sort of thing. I thought this one would be good. You can just sort of get it out of the way, play this, and just get 2 wilds, which are always good. So that's not bad. But also this one I thought might be good. I'm not sure, necessarily how it's going to work in this particular battle, but considering that Punisher does have crisis tokens, this might be handy. So once during each of your turns, you may forfeit a star, so you have to have a star available to discard 1 crisis token from either your hero or a location. Now, I don't believe there are any effects here that place crisis tokens down on locations, but he certainly is going to be sticking lots of sticky bombs to us, so hopefully this is a way we can maybe clear some of that. I thought that might be an interesting thing to use just to see how it interacts with the Punisher. And another caveat here is that I don't know if Canje, like when designing this character, had solo mode in mind, so he may not have particularly sort of like designed it to sort of be super compatible with this mode. So if there are any little janky things and things like that that don't quite work, that's just a bit of a disclaimer that it just might not be part of the intent of the design. So we'll see, but I can definitely vouch for the design itself is a pretty fun one. So that's pretty cool. So we've got our deck here. We've seen these before, but we've got the 2 starting hand cards. So we've got Spider-Bot decoys and Spider-Bots. Now this is the reason I wanted to use Superior Spider-Man again, is so that we can use the Spider-Bots, and we're going to use little Doom Bots from Minis from Mars. They're very cool upgrades. We're going to use these little guys as Santa's helpers. Now not actual Santa's helpers, like his, the guys that dress up as mall cops, not mall cops, mall Santas, but the actual little elves. So these are going to be little Doombot elves for this one. So there we go. So we've got our Christmas theme. This battle is oozing Christmas theme. We're going to have lots of stuff going on. So we've got little elves, we've got Santas. It's great. It's great. All right, and we've got the Punisher, because the whole reason I like using the Punisher in a Christmas thing is that he kind of reminds me of Die Hard, and Die Hard's a Christmas movie. So yeah, we've got our Die Hard Christmas battle. So the other thing I've done is we've got New York and Central Park. So I thought. I think in that movie Elf, doesn't like Santa sort of he's sort of hanging around Central Park or something like that, and then I thought, well, Punisher can be hanging out in New York, and then I thought all the other ones will use residences. So we've got the Avengers Mansion, we've got Sanctum Sanctorum, we've got the Xavier's School, and we've got the Parker Residence, and I thought that's where we could have all the good boys and girls who are getting presents. So these will be our supporting decks. So what you do when you play solo mode is you pick 4 supporting heroes. You don't actually use their models, you don't use their decks. What you do is you choose 3 of their special effect cards if they have them, and then you basically just build a deck with those. So we've got Peter Parker, we've chosen web slinging, great power, and great responsibility. We've got, and now I thought we couldn't do this without including Wolverine, right? And I thought a cool Wolverine to use would be Logan. Apologies, Canje, if the Wolverine that was fighting was actually, X-Man costume Wolverine. I don't know the comic that you're referring to, but I thought this would be, I thought if any Wolverine is going to be fighting Punisher, I feel like it would be like street clothes Wolverine. But anyway, I could be wrong. But we've got our 3 Wolverine cards. Now he was pretty easy too, because they're all just the same effect there. And what happens if you have characters that have like starting hand cards? You aren't actually allowed to use those starting hand cards. Like, obviously we've got ours for our main character, but if this was one of our supporting heroes, we wouldn't be able to use these cards. we have to choose the other ones. And if the hero doesn't have enough of those cards, you're allowed to choose from the other heroes, not any hero, but from the other heroes that you're using, you're allowed to pick extra cards for them. I think that's the rule. They've just sort of updated that recently. So we've got our Logan, we've got Spider-Man. Who else have we got? We've got Doctor Strange. So Doctor Strange, we've got, what have we chosen here? We've got a Dimensional Portal, we've got a Book of Vishanti, and we've got a Cloak of Levitation. Some of these ones that let you move around I thought might be handy. Being a single character might be hard to sort of hunt him down, so, and also, you know, get around the board and clear things and stuff, so I thought maybe having some extra movement might help. So you can see there's a little bit of deck building in the solo mode, which is quite interesting as well. And we have Captain America from the Avengers Mansion over there, and he was one I was actually toying with using originally as, like, who were we going to use to represent Santa? And I thought, well, who's someone who, like, gives out gives out tokens, like presents? And I thought, oh, you know, maybe Captain America, but no, we'll use Mr. Spider-Man with his elves. Okay, so there's our deck. So what we do with this is we shuffle this up. Now, obviously, there's a bit of a limitation to this where, like, you can see who's going to be on top, right? So you kind of just got to look away. You got to just take my word for it that I'm about to look away. So I'm going to look away, keep shuffling, and all right, we'll stop there. And then what you do is you set these down somewhere. So let's put them, let me see where the camera can see. I'll put them over here. So you put them here, and then I think you take the top two, you put them out, and this is like our market. So this is what we're allowed to take. So we can't choose any. So we've only got leadership and great responsibility available to us. And then if we choose one of these cards, we play it down in place of our cards, and then we draw another one off the top and put that. So we always have a choice of two of these cards. I'll go into a bit more detail about how they work down the track, but that's what we've got there. Let's see. We've got our starting hand, which means starting hand of 3, so we need to shuffle Spider-Man. Apologies if there's sound effects going on in the background. We've got a bit of a storm happening at the moment, and I'm sweating up a storm as well. So if you see like drops of moisture landing on the table, that's just me sweating. Happened when I was painting Punisher, actually. I was like, why is his base all wet? I don't remember, you know, re-undercoating his base or anything. And then I realised I'd been dropping sweat onto his model. It's a bit gross. All right, so one card. There we go. Good old non-white Christmas here in Oz. It's very very warm, very summery. All right, so we'll put our deck here. We've got to put the bottom of the deck card underneath. Oopsie. There we go. Now I feel like with all the damage that's going to be dealt out to us here, this could be one where we see that bottom of the deck card come out quite quickly. So we've got our 3 cards. We know that 2 of them are these Spider-Bot ones, and then we've got this one here. Okay, and holy moly, so much going on. Oh, that's right, we've got to put our threats out. So, all right, we're almost there. So we've got sticky bombs. Well, I remember we talked about those. So heroes ending their turn in this location take a crisis token. Okay, not great. And that's another sticky bomb. I think there's 3 and then 3. Is it? Oh no, 2 and 2. We've got plastic. Heroes ending their turn in this location to just straight up take a damage. Great. It's fantastic. And then we've got take cover and reload. If the Punisher is in this location, he cannot take any damage. It's also lame. Alright, so alright. So we've obviously annoyed the Punisher. He must have found out that he's on the naughty list and he's not happy. So we've got, let's take cover and reload. So alright. We've got, oh, another take cover. So if he ends up over here, we're not going to be able to hurt him. Alright, he's also got, which means all of this area is going to be painful because it's all going to be sticky bombs and plastic. Oh, there you go. Oh my goodness. Heroes ending their turn in this location take a damage. Whew, well that's not great, is it? Okay, well, I think, let's have a look. We've got our character here. We've got our 6 health. Models are on the table. We've got our tokens set out. I think we are good to go. I think we can start. So let's see what the Punisher's up to. Okay, had to just quickly check to make sure I'd hit record. Now, let's see. Alright, so I hope we survive long enough to show off some of the features here. Alright, so here we go. Oh man, okay, so he is moving pretty far, which means he's going to come past us and drop a sticky bomb on us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We take a crisis token. Because there's a bam. Oh, sorry, I should actually check, because that only happens if there's a bam, which there is. So we're going to take a crisis token. Then he is going to, let's see, give a crisis token to each hero in locations Punisher left, entered, or moved through. Then deal a damage to heroes in his location and both adjacent locations. So he's spraying this area here. So we're actually kind of lucky in that we're not taking 2 hits this turn. Right. Then he's going to put out some of these thugs and civilians. So he's got a civilian here. He's got a thug. Sorry, another civilian here and a thug in his location. There's no other BAMs, is there? There's no other BAMs in the location, so I think we're good. So now we have a look here. At the end of the villain turn, each hero with a crisis token takes a damage, and then we lose the crisis token. When a hero is KO'd, the Punisher does not activate his BAM. Instead, the Punisher plays. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to put that down there. Now, one thing I should explain as well about the support deck here is, when it comes to my turn, I now have a choice every turn. I can either choose to draw a card from my deck as normal and play a card down, or I can choose not to draw a card from my deck, I believe, and I choose a card from here. Yes, I think that's right. But I'm not allowed to choose a card from here. If it's the turn immediately following Punisher's turn. So it's now Punisher's just had a turn, so I actually have to play something from my hand. So I'm going to draw it. Sorry, I've got to take the damage first. Sorry, yep. My apologies. Take the damage. So I think what I'm going to do is lose. I want to try and get my spider box out, I think. So I'm going to lose this card, and hopefully that might be handy down the track. Let's see. Now the problem is neither of these cards. Oh, I'm supposed to draw. Sorry, yeah. So I've taken a damage. That was the end of the villain's turn. Now it's start of my turn. I cannot choose these. I'm going to draw a card. I get this one here. Now this is interesting. I'm going to be taking. Right. Let's see. Maybe if I don't do that. Alright, so I know I'm going to be taking a damage if I end my turn here or here. And I want to get my bots out and stuff like that, don't I? So maybe what I'll do instead is I'll move this. Let's see if this works. I'll move this turn to move over here. Before I do move, I'm going to punch this thug just to make use of the punch token. There we go. Right. And I wonder, let's have a look at this. Or I could use these web shooters and stuff, couldn't I? Just get the spider thing out instead. I wonder. And then do these. Once on exit your turns, you may use one of your stars or your punches as if you were on a spider bot's location. Well, now that's interesting. What if we were to leave him there? Let's have a think about this. What if we were to... there are a lot of... So what if we could get this card out? Instead, use the movement to step out of there. Use this star to plonk a guy down. Now, does this say, as long as this card is face up on a strong line, on your turn you may add a bot in your location if there are none. Yeah, so I can pop the star down there in my turn. So play that, pop the star down. Let's get a little elf out. Okay. Now I can step in here. I can also, that's with the moving, with the web shooter, so I'll swing over here with my sleigh. Whee, jingle bells. Alright, and then I wonder if it's worth even using this just to put another one out there. Although I guess I could use another one next turn. I won't have to. Maybe I'll save that one. Maybe I'll save that. Okay, so let's have a think about this. Alright, so I did that. Let's just make sure that's not cheating. So I was here. I play that card. I get to put the Dr. Doom elf out. I get to play the star there, and then I've used my web slinging to swing over here so I don't take a damage. Now it is my turn again. Alright, so I've got 2 cards in hand. I don't have a crisis token because I discarded it when I took damage in the end of the villain's turn. I can now choose to not draw a card and play one of these. So this is rescue up to 3 civilians in your location. For each rescued with this special effect, gain a token. Gain a punch token. Oh, and the other thing too, I've got to be careful with the tokens, is I can only ever have in solo mode up to 3 tokens. If I ever get excess of that, I have to discard some tokens. So I could play that. Let's have a think about this. If I keep these here, I've got this token here. Oh, I know why I should have done that. Oh well. Should have played that earlier, because this one's always going to be able to play. I don't need to be here for that, do I? So I could swing on over to another location. Gain a punch token. I could save that for later on when I'm trying to hunt him down, maybe. Have some punch tokens then. But otherwise I could... What I'm thinking is with the great responsibility, I could swing in, rescue 2, gain 2 punch tokens, and take these 2 out. And that's, you know, keeping the threats down there. Which I don't mind. I don't actually mind that. Just because that way it gives me a bit of direction. Like if he starts just dropping lots of thugs out instead, I've got a lot more freedom there. Yeah, let's do it, and let's just use some of these solo mode effects. So what I'll do for my turn, I'm choosing to play this instead of drawing a card. I'm going to place a spider bot down, or a Christmas elf at the Parker residence, just to leave him there. Then I'm going to swing on over this way. Oh, there's some thunder. Now, rescue up to So this is with the movement. I'm also going to play a star into this spot here. I'm going to rescue these two, and I'm going to then gain 2 punch tokens, and I'm just going to use those punch tokens to get rid of these guys. Now what do these things do? I've got to remember I've got these. I can forfeit a star to discard a crisis. I don't think that was going to help me. I think that only is going to be helpful, or there might be cards in his deck that also give out other, because I'm just thinking, am I only going to pick up the crisis tokens when it's his turn, and then at the end of his turn I get hit by them, or the only other way I get crisis tokens is these sticky bombs. So like, this could help me against the sticky bombs, but there might also be other things in the deck that somehow interact with that. Alright, so yeah, I think I'd rather do that than just get the 2 wilds. I'll done all that. So we've got 2 elves out. We've got now, do I have to discard these spots to do that? Let's have a look. Once on each of your turns, you may use one of your stars or punches as if you were in the spider box location. Alright. So I think it's the decoy ones that prevent damage. They get discarded if I do that, though. Alright. Alright, that's the second turn. Now I get 1 more turn. Now, before I do that, I've got to draw another card. So I've got a fighting experience card here. So this one lets me... This one's actually not bad because it lets me heal, doesn't it? That's interesting. So that could be useful, considering I've only got 2 health here. Very interesting. I would like to finish... Oh, wait. I think I thought I was finishing this card off this turn, and I'm not, am I? Because I didn't play it. Oh, hold on. I can play it though, can't I? Use on your turn, then turn this card face down. That's right, because I was thinking this would be gone. So use on your turn. Yep, alright. So use before I start my next turn, I'll use that. I think technically I'm not supposed to have drawn that, but whatever. So it's Christmas. Alright, so there we go. We'll lose one of those. And pop that down there. Let's pop it over here, so out of sight. We've got 1 threat cleared. Now this says you may move up to 2 civilians or thugs in any combination from this location, so you can send them out to other places, but that's not what's happening at the moment because it's empty. Alright, so now I've got 1 card, 1 turn to do. So am I going to play one of these? What have I got? I've given myself a movement there. Only thing is there's not a lot to punch over here, is there? So that one doesn't sound great. I've got a movement and I could do this. Interesting. Give it a wild token. So, cause what I could do. So this one, this is interesting. All right. So the fighting experience is a bit useless, but I could heal with it, right? Okay, that's one thing you could do. I could use leadership from Cap, and I could move into this spot. Place a star in here, for example, and also place my little minion-y guy in there, the little elf. Then use the wild. It says give a token from the pool to another hero. In this case, in solo mode, it means I can give it to myself. Use the wild token to step back into safety, and then I'd have 3 bots already out on the board. So that's not bad. But I also have the option of drawing a card and then using this stuff here. And what I would like to do is get my spider bot decoys out so I can actually start using these guys to shield myself. Actually, he's not there yet, because I haven't done that yet. Because if he hits me hard soon, and I lose both these cards, this is going to the bottom of my deck, and then I can't use the spiders as decoys. They're still useful to... I can start playing my card, you know, playing my punches and stuff wherever, but still, I would like to get this out before I die. But then if I do play this, there's, again, nothing to punch. So maybe we risk it for the biscuit. All right, let's do it. Well, let's do it. So we're not going to draw. This could be problematic, but we'll see how we go. All right. Let's move. Let's place a bot out. Let's place a star out. And let's use our wild that we give ourselves to move again. And that is that. Okay. So we've got 2 cards. Bit scared of what Punisher might do, but we'll find out. Here we go. So Punisher is going to... Oh, and we're supposed to draw a card here for... We've got another... Oh, and I guess we sort of know what the next card coming up is, like which hero. So it was going to be another Cap, and we know what Cap does. Does the same thing. He gives out those tokens, but his cards have different symbols. So we know this is the punch, so we've got one more movement card coming from Cap. Alright, so he's going to move... This is unfortunate. I think we're about to lose our decoy ability because I think he's about to land on us. So he's moved 4, so he's going 1, 2, 3, 4. Puts a crisis token on us. That's a bummer. And he... sorry, on us. There we go. And he then shoots us. So we take a damage. And then he... now at this stage, I think I'd rather have the move and the punch closer because as it's coming up, I guess. And he's going to hit us at the end of his turn. Yep. So that is unfortunate. He's brutal. I did mention before he's pretty brutal, so that's a bummer. All right, having those decoys, maybe wasting that one punch was worth the decoys, I think. Yeah. Ah well, and he's going to put a bunch more thugs out, just to rub it in the fact that, you know, hey, you couldn't punch anything before now, but now I'm about to put a whole bunch of things you could punch out. So there we go. Alright, so, and that is Punisher's turn. Alright, so, you can see another beautiful thing about this villain design. It's pretty simple. It's not a lot of bells and whistles, it's just he's got this brutal way of going around, like dishing out a lot of damage, and you've got to sort of like survive it, so he's pretty cool. Alright. Well, we've been KO'd. Oh, and because we got KO'd, he puts another master plan card face down. Now again, if we were playing hard mode, he would have another turn, and then he would, yeah, so he'd, not another turn, but he'd bam again, and then he'd put that card out. Alright. Now technically what I should have done there was take 1 damage, then take the crisis token, then take the damage, and then put the crisis token back, but you can see with the solo mode, you can kind of like cut a bit of that stuff short, but you just got to make sure you remember that that's what's happening, so you don't make mistakes, as I'm sure I will at some point. Alright, so, now again, because it is Punisher's turn, sorry, it was Punisher's turn, it's now my turn. I do need to play one of my main deck cards, so I'm going to draw 3, because I've just woken up from my nap. 1, 2, 3, and then I draw 1 at the beginning of my turn. So we have a single punch, a single wild, a Parker Industries, oh that's interesting, and a single movement. And I have to play one of these, so let's go back to that one that looked interesting. Gain any combination of 2 tokens. Well, that sounds good. We've got a move and a star. Where are we? We're over here. Right, this place looks like it's overflowing soon too, doesn't it? Well, we know that we can kind of leave this now, and this guy can just put this star out here, right? So, like, if I use a star, now hold on, let's have a look at this. Is it any of my, as if you're in the, yeah. So I've got this move and I've got this star, so I can put this star over here. And is it any one? Yeah, one. Yeah, so I can't, like, if I had a bunch of stars, I couldn't put them all out here, so you only get one. So one star, this bot has done his thing, and I think it's only once per turn. You may use one of your, as if you were on a spider bot's location. So I can't do it in every spot. Like, I can't go, okay, well, once this guy's doing it, once this guy's doing it, once this guy's doing it, I'm just going to do that. Alright, so I can sort of work towards that. Then, now ideally, I'd love to move... See, if I move this way, what I'm not sure is, does Punisher go anti-clockwise sometimes? Because otherwise we know he's going this way, and if I stay here, he's going to put a sticky bomb on me, and if I move here, he's likely to move around and put a sticky bomb on me. So potentially I'd like to head over this way, but then it makes this guy a bit useless. But what I could do is I could do this action here, and then I could maybe do some things and put some stuff out here too. And in fact, that might be what I do. Yeah. So this is going to give me a choice of two things of my choice. I'm going to actually choose both of them to be stars, and I'm going to put 2 stars on here and complete this mission here. Alright, so now I've moved this way. I'm not going to end in his spot where that's going to be problematic. Oh, you know what though? I do get multiple turns, don't I? So you know what? Let's rewind. Let's do what we said we would do. Let's put... Uh-oh. Now I can't remember what I did with the... did I have these out already? Oh man, now I've confused myself. Because now I'm not even sure, even if we went back and didn't rewind this, was this supposed to be here? Uh-oh. I'm not sure. Let's see. Where was I? I was here. Had I played any here? I think there was one already here. I maybe don't think there was any here. I don't think there was any here. So, oh goodness, I'm not sure. Did I step over here and put one down? I think I just stepped away from here to avoid this getting hit by that, and I kept putting the stars over here, I think, so I don't think anything was here. So, let's do this then. Okay, so our turn, we play this card. We're going to use this star to put this one here. No, wait. This. Oh my goodness, I want to go this way. I can move back away from him, can't I? Or I can keep moving this way, and maybe hopefully he doesn't reach me. That was my plan, wasn't it? So I can still work on that. I'm going to go one move. That star's going to go over here. And I'm going to place, so this goes back here, and I'm going to place 2. Or should I leave? No, I think I'll get rid of these. Alright, so I'll place 2 stars on here. Okay. Right, then... Sorry guys, that was... I completely got myself all mixed up there. That probably wasn't very fun to watch, so apologies for that. Alright. And I've probably made some sort of mistake here where one of these isn't supposed to have as many stars or something. All right. All right. Should I be clearing these though a bit faster? Well, I'm about to have another turn, so I can either draw a card or I can play one of these. Now, what have we got here? We've got movement. Now, this is going to let me draw a card. This is not bad. Fighting experience. I can start beating up a bunch of thugs. I don't mind that. And then just having that extra health just gives me a bit of a buffer for later. So that's not bad. This one here lets me move and punch and just take a while, but doesn't let me heal. I think I like the idea of having some health. So let's do it. I'm sort of diversifying. Not sure if that's correct, because I sort of want to get a move on with these, but yeah. If I can keep moving, it means I can also put more bots out. So I think, yeah. Alright. And if I can leave these on like one each, then it might be a bit easier later on just to drop that extra thing, so I can have like one of these that's almost full and then I can do that. So maybe that's what I'll do. So I'm not drawing a card. We're going to take... Oh, now hold on. Yep, this is not our first card after the villain, so we're going to do that. We're going to use our movement. We're going to punch once with the bottom action there. We're going to punch again once we move over here in the Avengers Mansion. Now again, I could be using these punches all over the place. In fact, that's what I might do. Since I'm going to have a punch for next turn anyway, I might punch this villain, this thug over here, just to sort of keep that a bit lower. So we've punched. And then punch. Get to draw a card from our deck. So we draw a card from our deck. We've got a move and a star. Okay, at least we've got a double action card now, because we're a bit starved for those. And we've got one more turn. We've got to draw a Doctor Strange card here. So what can he do? He can either punch he can either punch in an adjacent location, or he can move. He's got a while there. I might leave that one out for a little bit and see what we can do now. Right. Wow, that's interesting. If we play this out, this gives us a lot of things we can do. Remember, we can forfeit stars as well to discard crisis tokens, which we don't have any at the moment. We could use these. We could just get like a double wild card using this better preparation, or we could discard an action token. Oh, but we don't have tokens, do we? No, we've been gaining some tokens, so that might have been handy, but no, let's not worry about that now. All right. So it's just the punch and the... See, with one of these stars, we could finish this off. That's not bad. I don't mind the idea of using the star over there to finish this off. That's done. Right. Then, star, yep. And we can move and punch here. So the question is, do we punch this guy, or do we move over here and punch him and take that crisis token? Because if we take the crisis token... Oh, and I'm supposed to draw a card if I'm going to play that one. I'm going to draw a card. Oh, I've got this, so what have we got? Genius Intellect. This turn you treat all of your action tokens as wild tokens. Alright, so I've got to build up some action tokens. Alright, this would have been... I should have saved these for this card. I forgot he had that combo. All right. Interesting. All right, so we're moving. Yeah, do we want to move in here and take a crisis token? Because we've got that extra health now, right? We do have that extra health. But, you know, not getting hit is also great as well. Trouble is, if we move here, you know, we're a bit further away from him too. If we stay here and don't take the thing, we're closer to him. And all he's got to do is move one, and then he's at least hitting us with the spray, isn't he? So, I mean, chances are he's probably going to get us anyway, but we've got that extra health. Maybe it's worth it. And that way we can put one more elf out. Oh, we forgot to put the elf out last turn when we moved here. Alright, and then we'll move over here. Let's put the elf out. That way we can use them wherever we want. And we'll punch... I think we'll still punch this guy. Because this one's got a little bit more before it starts overflowing. This one's a bit closer, so we'll do that. We'll punch that guy. Okay, I think that's all fair enough. So we'll punch him before we move. Put the star out over there, we've cleared that. This one, if we do end our turn here, says another hero in this location, which means us, may either draw cards until they have 3 in hand or gain a token of their choice. So that's a healing spot we could go to if we do get Shazammed here. Alright, Punisher, what have you got for us, buddy? He is going to move 3. Well, he would have got us anyway with at least 1. He's going to hit us 2 now, isn't he? 1, 2, 3. So he puts a crisis token on us because he's bamming. Then he shoots us with the Uzi, so we lose a card. I'm going to lose a single movement. Uh-oh. Now we've got this bottom of the deck card here, so we know we're about to get KO'd. He's hitting us for 1. So I guess we... You know what I should have done? Put the wild before the movement anyway. Because we're about to lose all these cards. Yeah, so in fact what I'll do is I'll put the 2 wilds underneath. Keep the... Oops. Keep the movement. And then put the punch. We'll leave these in our hand because he's hit us once, hit us twice. Because we lose 1 at the end of our turn, lose a crisis token. Then, ho ho ho, now I have a bazooka. Alright, so, oh, hold on. And we're supposed to have another crisis token, aren't we? Because we would have had 1 from ending our turn here. Then he dropped another one on us, so we had 2. And then if we have any crisis tokens, we take a damage. So essentially we would have lost, we would have had 2. We take the damage, we lose 1, but now we're still stuck with another sticky bomb next to us, and we know we're going to take a hit in the next round as well. Alright, so... yes. And then what happens is, and then he puts out a bunch of civilians, which is interesting, because we were working on thugs, and now there are not enough thugs out to actually finish that mission. So he puts 3 of these out. 1, 2, 3. Put this one back. Alright, so let's put that over there. He hasn't quite KO'd us yet, but it's coming up. Alright. So, yeah, we had 4 in hand, hit us once, hit us twice. Then we put, so then we draw a card. Well, now we're not allowed to choose these. This is where it's bad. We're not allowed to choose these, so we have to draw off the top of our deck. We know what this is. This is the final understanding. So in the comics, this is where Octavius decides to give up his body, give up Spider-Man's body, and let Spider-Man back in the body, sort of thing. So what you get to do here is, if this card is in your hand, you must play it. So now that we've drawn it, we have to play it. At the end of this turn, we're dead. So we get KO'd. And then it says you may remove Superior Spider-Man from the game, and if you do, on your next hero turn, choose another Spider-Man hero and enter play in that location, or in any location. But in this particular game, I feel like I want to keep using the Santa theme with all the little doobawackies and stuff, so I'm not going to replace Superior Spider-Man. Alright, so we have to play this. We've drawn our card, we have to play this, and then at the end of the turn we're KO'd. Now, what I'm not sure about, I'm pretty sure we keep this token, just like you get to keep your other tokens and stuff. I think we keep that, so we know in our next turn we're taking a hit. Alright, so we have to play this. So this is going to give us a move, 2 stars, and a wild, so we may as well make the most of this while we've got it. So where are we, and what can we do? So we don't want to end our turn here again. So what I might do, we could put another yeah, I don't really want to. Okay, so let's maybe go. I mean, we could put one more. If we head this way, we could put another guy out, but I don't really want to do that. I think I want to. Maybe that's not bad. I mean, we're going to get KO'd anyway, right? But then we have another crisis token. We could move twice. We are going to have 2 moves, so we could ignore the wild and just put a bunch of stars out, or clear. You know, start working on these guys. Just to have the things like that way we can use them for punching as well, no matter where he goes. So yeah, let's do it. Let's get these army of elves out. So let's move once, put an elf down, and before we move, let's use one of our stars to help clear this location. Then let's head with our wild over here, so we're not ending our turn here and taking a crisis token. I know we're going to get KO'd, but I'd rather not have another crisis token hanging over our head. Oh, you know what? We've also could forfeit a star down the track to get rid of this crisis token too. That's not a bad idea as well. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3. We end our turn. Now we could use this to heal, but I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is in fact take a star token. To have a bank of these to get rid of crisis tokens, and in fact, once during each of your turns you may forfeit a star. Oh no, but I don't get to use that yet, do I? Okay, so I take the star token at the end of the turn, and in fact, actually before I take the star token, what I've got to do is I've done my 1 star there, moved twice, do my 2nd star. What I wanted to do was clear this location. There we go, that's gone. Okay. Providing us with another healing spot, I think that is. Then we take the star token. Okay. And then we get KO'd. We lose these 2 cards, we'll put them in like that. Then we lose, no, we don't lose that. That stays. So we get KO'd. He gets to place a master plan card out because we got KO'd. Then it's now our turn. Now technically I guess we could play one of these, but I feel like if we have to get up, we should be, not sure what the rule is there, because it's technically this is not the first turn after his card, but anyway, after his turn. So 1, 2, 3. We've got our decoys back again. 1, 2, 3. We draw another one. Now we can forfeit this to get rid of a crisis token. Stand back up. And what are we going to play? Are we going to play decoys? I don't think that's a bad idea. Although then we start losing. Then we start losing the spider bots if I keep getting a bit trigger happy with that. What else could I do? I can star and I can punch. Interesting. What could I do? Let's put the spider bots out. I think that's pretty handy. Just have the option at least to start blocking with them. Then I'm going to move. So I'm going to play that one out. I'm going to move over here, just to get a bit further away from him. And I'm going to punch in my location, and I'm going to, so I've used the wild as the move, used the punch to punch here. Then I'm going to use the star in this location. So he's got nowhere to hide in these spots. Alright, so that's what I'm doing there. Okay, so that's 1 turn, 2 turns. I've got 1 more turn. Right, so am I going to use one of these, or am I going to use one of these? That's not bad. Punch. I know I've got a punch there, but that'll give me 2 punches. This will give me, I don't think I want to use these. What about this? Move and punch. I've got move and 2 punches, that's not great. Star and 2 punches. The punches just, it's all punches, isn't it? Let's use, just so we can get maybe another one of these out. I could use this to move, punch, and do a star or something like that. That's not bad. Yeah, alright, let's play the Doctor Strange. Alright, so that's going to let me move. I'll punch in this bot's location just so I've got all the thugs taken care of. So move her, and then I'll use my wild as a star to rescue, just so I can keep track of that as well. Oh, you know what? I'm going to rescue the little baby. There we go. Put that one there. Rescue the little baby. All right. So now, if you have 2, I think I've got full health, don't I? Yeah. This one just lets me heal if I'm a little bit under the weather. Okay. And I think it's now Punisher's turn. All right, Punisher. What have we got in store for us? I don't have any tokens on me, so that's good. Is he about to put some more on? Oh, no, I don't think he is. So he's moving here. He's about to do a bam. So he puts a crisis. If I was there or here, crisis token, then he sprays this area. We're okay. Then he is putting, he's putting more of these guys out, so, alright. Gonna have to start working on them. Okay. Well, that's getting full over there too. Alright. So, Spider-Man. Now, I have to play one of these cards. These are getting light too. I don't have many of these left, so I've got to draw a card. Oh, and I was supposed to put a Spider-Man card out. I've got my Super Movement card. Alright. So, what do we want to do? I need to... Got a wild there. Punching isn't going to do any good, so I may as well just play this other wild. Do 2 wilds. Now I can use these. I may as well use these just to start. Maybe just do that. Or maybe maybe both. No, I can't do that. Sorry, that's cheating. I can only do that once, can't I? Alright, so I'll do it from that location. Use the Doombot to do one of the wilds there. Now here's an interesting question, is I wonder if I'm allowed to use the wilds, because it says you can use your punches or your thingies, but wilds are punches and things, so I don't know, I could be cheating here. Alright, pop that there. And then the only other one I could move, I guess, but I'm going to just use this to rescue this one. Right. Okay. Now, I really need to get cracking with this rescuing, don't I? Because these aren't the most useful. So let's, oh gosh, yep, I'm running out of time. Alright. Oh, and it's another punch too. I just drew a card, so I'm definitely doing a Spider-Man turn. Wild and wild. I guess I'll do the wild. This one here. Right. So 2 wilds. So I can rescue 1 and where did I rescue that guy from? Did I just draw? I think I just grabbed him out of there. I think I did. So I think what I'm supposed to do, I think I went to pick up a yellow thing and then picked up a civilian from the tub. Had I already rescued him? Yeah, I think I had. Alright, so I've got to rescue someone from a Doombot's location. 1. No, you know what? I should rescue it from this location. 1 and... oh. Not going to be able to use both of those. I can use 1 as a move. You know what, I'll just leave that guy there. I think I'm going to put a star out here just so that's ready to go. Alright, and I'm in a spot where I can rescue a bunch if I need to, and that's what I need to do now, I think. Alright, so... Or... am I going to draw or am I going to use this? Got a while, so I can do 1 star. I need like more stars. 2 stars. 1, 2. It's not going to cut the mustard. Alright, I think I'm going to draw Oh man, alright, I do not have enough stars. Well, I guess I'm doing that. I'm doing two things, so I'm going to go rescue, rescue. Let's rescue one from here and one from here. And the punch has to go to waste. 1, 2. Alright, so we're up to punish this turn, and we're almost... Now he'll start dropping a bunch of thugs. He starved us for a few turns. But we're almost up to putting him under pressure as well. Alright, so yep, look at, of course. So he steps in here. Luckily he doesn't go too far. Steps in here, sprays this area. He's going to do... He's going to put a bunch of these out. Lucky, lucky. 1, 2, 3. So now I am going to... I've got 1 star. I've got 1 punch. So I need to be able to do 2 stars my turn here. I have to play a Spider-Man card. Uh-oh, don't have many turns left. Just gonna play this. Oh man, I need another star. I don't have it. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to actually hurt him this turn, which is a real shame because that punch is going to waste. I just needed 1 star. I needed to. I needed one of these, didn't I? Oh man. All right. Well, let's use that. We'll use the star to we'll use the star to complete this one, I guess. And then what we'll do, we'll move, because hopefully then at least we can get in and start attacking him. I wonder if we should use this one then instead, because then in a future turn we can attack him. Yeah, maybe. Let's do that. Alright, so we'll do that. Although in a future turn we could maybe get another attack out of it. Yeah, let me think about that. Maybe if we do this one now. Yeah, alright, so then so we've moved, we've done the 1 star to finish that off, and the punch, we could use the punch I guess just to punch a thug, so let's punch this thug over here. Yeah, right, so he's under pressure, he's going to get to go after my next turn, but he isn't vulnerable yet, but I can make him vulnerable now. Right. So what do I want to do? I'm over here. I've got these 2 cards here. If I play this, I can move one forward. No, that's not going to help. I could play this. That would give me enough movement to get there and punch him once, which isn't great. This would give me a bunch of movement tokens for later, but no punching, which is why I needed to play this one. So that's useless, so I guess I'm going to have to use this one. Alright, so that's going to be 1... Oh, hold on. You know what, now I don't need to get to him. So I can gain the wild token, move back here maybe, because it's going to be his turn next. Move back here maybe. and then use the punch. Oh no, you know what? Well, I've got, hold on, yeah, I've got the one movement. I'll use the wild to rescue the last civilian I need. There we go. And then I use the punch to do a damage in this elf's location. So we've taken 1 health off him. Alright. Is it going to be enough? I don't know if we're going to get there in time. Okay, so cleared those off. We've cleared these ones off. Okay. Then he is going to have a turn. We're going to do 5 damage to him. Oh, he's not moving. Oh. Sort of needed him to move. That's real bad, because now we can only do the 1 damage to him. Alright. Well, hold your horses. Maybe this is where this card comes in handy. Alright. The problem is it's not in the right... I've got to use one of these, don't I? So I can use... Let's see. We know I'm going to be able to get there. Or am I going to be able to get there with that? This one's not bad. Maybe I'll use that. I can punch at least once on him with the elf. The other punch I'm going to have to use... I think I just have to waste it. I'll move here. Then in my next turn I play this one. Okay. Which lets me move twice. 1, 2. And deal 3 damage. Now this would give me stars for each thug defeated, but I don't want to use thugs, so I'm going to use it on him. So that's 1, 2, 3 damage. Wait. Can I punch him with this? Is that... I think I can take him out. So with that one I'd done 1 damage. With this one I was able to do 1 more damage, down to 4. And then this one I can move once, twice, and take him out with great power. Yes! There we go. Because I was thinking, oh, I can get him down to 1, and then I was hoping that maybe if he didn't get too far away I could catch him with the web slinging and maybe put something together. But yeah, because I had this, yeah. Oh wow. Well, there you go. Oh, well, he's very, as you can see, he's pretty brutal. We got he almost ran us out there. I think we might have been able to get him because we only had him down to 1 health. So even if that hadn't taken him out there, I think we would have had to play this first, which if he'd got away wouldn't have been very good. But then if we had the movement to catch up to him and then use that, I think we could have got him. But how many cards did he have left? Yeah, not many either. And as you can see, imagine if he was doing more things, if there was more players out on the board and things like that, and he's like doing multiple BAMs and stuff. He's very, very tricky. So I found it was quite fun having the Santa's helpers out for Santa. So I really think Spider-Man, Superior Spider-Man is a very fun, like he's pretty powerful. I've got to say he's pretty over the top, but he's just fun. You know, all those little things you can do with his bots and things like that. That was quite fun. I know in the last game I think we used the bots quite a lot for blocking damage, and so we didn't have a lot of them out because we just kept it sort of like wasting, or not wasting, but spending them. It's interesting sort of not having that option this time and sort of having to rely on just using them to sort of like keep actions going across the board and things like that. So that was interesting. I hope I didn't make any mistakes there with tracking those and like using too many actions once and apologies too. I know I sort of messed up a few things. Well, I don't know if I messed them up, but it would have been very confusing to follow that, and apologies. I sort of modelled myself up there, so I hope I haven't sort of made the game invalid by essentially cheating there, or just I hope I just didn't make that too hard to follow and not very easy to watch sort of thing. So apologies for that. But yeah, we took him down, that last health there. I think we tracked that all right. And Punisher. Well, we had a happy Merry Christmas. Santa escaped, so he's free to, to hand out the presents to the boys and girls. I do think that Punisher went a little bit easy there on me a few times, sort of missing me and stuff. So maybe he's mended his way. So he might find a little Uzi or something under his pillow with a ribbon tied around it or something like that. You know, we might give him a little present. We'll see how we go. But well, I hope you guys really got to see. I hope you hope that battle showcased Punisher to his true extent. Yeah, again, apologies for the mix up there. I hope that didn't sort of like cloud things too much. But yeah, I hope you can see just sort of what fun Canje can create with his villains. So definitely check out his stuff. His stuff is available on the Discord, Marvel United Discord, and also a bunch of his stuff is. You can find the links to it on the Marvel United wiki that Dave has put together as well. He's Diversion Architect's also the guy who has helped myself and Canje and others by designing the template for the villains here. So alongside Helios 23, who also has a great template for making your villains, there's a few options for you there, and this one uses InDesign, so he was looking quite good there, I think. So yeah, well, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I guess hopefully I'll get some at least 1 or 2 videos out before New Year sort of thing. But in case I don't, just yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone out there who celebrates. Just happy holidays in general. And for those folks still waiting for Spider-Geddon, I hope that doesn't take too much longer for you. I know some folks are saying you can get it on Amazon and things like that, but it might be a little bit tricky in some regions. But yeah, I hope that all gets sorted out and you guys can sort of start enjoying that as well. And definitely in the new year at some point we'll be getting the Season 3 stuff, so that's going to be a lot of fun to look forward to as well. And of course all the homebrewers are putting out all their great content as well, so really looking forward to showing off more of those. I really want to show off some more of the Street Fighter stuff that I've been working on, and showcase the Big Head Chibi models. So if you haven't checked out Big Head Chibis, definitely check them out. They make some great models, lots of Street Fighter stuff, and they're even just if you just like your Marvel stuff, they've got a lot of great Marvel and DC heroes there as well. So lots of great stuff there too. So yeah, anyway, well, happy holidays to everyone. Thanks to all the home brewers this year for all the great work, and just all, you know, because it's fun and it's a hobby and that sort of stuff, but it is, speaking from experience, it's quite a lot of work. It's pretty full on, and all the, I know, you know, maybe it might not seem like it, but there's definitely a lot of play testing going on with the other home brewers, and I know that I you know, again, like I said, it might not seem like it, my designs might not be that good, but I know that I do put a lot of work into the play testing, and I know that the others do. Helios 23's really sort of wanting to work really hard on getting his Impel Down battle up and running, and Canje's and Diversion Architect, Helios, Nor, Martin, all those guys on the Discord, they all put a lot of work into it. So you know, I just hope that people take the time just to check them out, have a go. You know, that a lot of the designs are up on Tabletop Simulator, so that's a nice easy way to try it out without having to sort of print the stuff off yourself, if that's what if you'd prefer not to sort of go to that length just to try it out, sort of thing. But definitely a lot of work goes into it and a lot of care and stuff, and I think definitely worth the look. And if you have got the time, you've got the spare time to leave a comment, or, you know, whether it's on these videos here or on the Marvel United Discord, on the Marvel United Wiki, please let them know what you thought. Like I recently posted Cameron Hodge, and you know, in his sort of final form, you know, he's looking really good now, and had some help with Diversion Architect sort of finalising some of the rules. Lukey19 did a great job sort of finalising and putting all the art together for us. We got Canje helped me out getting some extra art from Erwin Thunder, alongside the excellent art from Rick Nichols at the beginning. Lots of name dropping there, sorry guys, but my point was that you know, there was a lot of work that went into it from a lot of people, and we did a lot of playtesting back and forwards, and it sometimes seems like, you know, oh, no one's trying these things, you know, they're just off in the wind sort of thing. But when I did post to Facebook, there was a gentleman who replied with a message saying that, yeah, he was going to check the homebrew out and give it a test, and he then replied within a day or two and actually sort of gave his review and what he thought of the Cameron Hodge design. And just hearing that and just having someone try it, and luckily it was a positive review sort of thing, but that really meant a lot to me, and I really it was really exciting to sort of see that someone else got to enjoy and actually sort of thought it was worthwhile and enjoyed that character design. So I know that the home brewers would really appreciate if you got the time to give them some feedback and that sort of thing as well, just to let them know your thoughts, or and even if we can improve it for you, if you're like, oh, this worked but this didn't work. So yeah, definitely let us know what you think, and that way we can sort of make this stuff better for you as well. So anyway, well, thank you very much, and big thanks to CMON as well, Andrea and the team, for this great game that they've given us as well. I have also got, speaking of CMON, Marvel Zombies has just arrived too, so let us know in the comments if you want to see some more gameplay from that. I know I showed off some of the Heroes Resistance stuff too, but I've got to get my money's worth out of Marvel Zombies, so definitely keen to start showing some battles of that too. So let me know if you want to see any Marvel Zombies content as well, so we can start earning off that big shipping bill. So yeah, anyway, well, thank you guys. Happy holidays, and Meeple Monkey out. See ya.